welcome to Krazy Klowns. I am Birdman.
And I might be the Raven.
Greatest superhero to ever live. And hey, you're a sidekick.
Woo!
Congratulations. So we decided what better to rank than DC movies. We should have done DC villains because we did the MCU villains. Actually, technically, we should clarify DCEU films. So none of just extra DC stuff. Don't add us for our opinions. These will be based on multiple things, not just based on movies in general, not just based on DC in general, but based just around good quality superhero fun and just multiple aspects. Just don't get mad. We won't care, but we're just saying for your sake, don't get mad. You ready, Raven?
No.
Should we wait?
Okay, now I'm ready.
Oh, sweet. Let's go. Let's start with Superman.
Man of Steel.
Correct. Thought you were gonna give an opinion.
Nah, you can go.
Okay, it's a good movie. They start over the franchise. Henry Cavill, Superman. That's a debatable thing on its own. But we're ranking the entire movie. Not just that. Not this General Zod. Don't add us. Oh, he's not the best Superman. We don't care. It's a pretty good movie. I don't think I care about the debate. Like, it's fun to the whole joke about, oh, Superman breaking someone's neck. That's dumb. He shouldn't do that. I mean, we've used that joke in a lot of videos. I don't have a problem with it. It kind of makes sense.
Honestly, I like some of the different takes and some of the stuff that they did differently with this movie. It does have a few flaws though.
Oh no, it's not perfect. I think though this look-wise brings it up a bit. B tier.
Sure, I guess.
Next movie. Batman v Superman, not ranking the extended animated, but base movie for this one. There's the Snyder Cuts on here. That's different. Base movie. It got some redemption with the Snyder Cut, but I don't have. I don't know. You go first. Maybe you'll change my mind.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought the two played off each other pretty decently at times. I think once you fully watch the movie, you can better have appreciation for some of the characters' behaviors and stuff in the movie. I know Lex Luthor was a little bit all over the place, and Wonder Woman comes in only partway through the battle, and in somebody's mind should have played a bigger role. I know Doomsday, he doesn't look like Doomsday, but I don't know. Tell him about how like the rest of these movies take some liberty with things. I think it's allowed to take a little bit of liberty and a little bit of leeway.
I don't know about liberty with this stuff. It just there was just some poor writing choices, and just some poor choices in general made for the movie. So I can't see it ranking higher than like a C or D though.
We'll go with C.
I more lean towards D, to be honest with you.
I'm more leaning towards C for Superman, but here we are.
Well, you're just downright dumb. Okay, we'll go for C for now, but we may change it later, okay? Next movie. Listen, we stopped remembering the exact order, okay? It's either Wonder Woman or Suicide Squad next. Actually, I think it's Wonder Woman.
Just do Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad! It's probably one of, like, I think years later, looking back on it, it's more remembered than a lot of movies. Jared Leto's Joker, despite being heavily insulted, you still see it everywhere. You still see Harley Quinn everywhere. Harley Quinn, because of this movie, became one of the most loved characters. I don't hate this movie. It's an Oscar award winner. I think I think if Batman v Superman is C, I think Suicide Squad should be a C. I think this is better than Batman v Superman.
I don't know. I think it. Some of the liberties they took with some of the characters and designs were good. Some of them were not the best. I
But
think
I don't think just pure Jared Leto isn't the
more
best.
than just Jared Leto.
I just think like those types of things doesn't just ruin the movie. Especially speaking that like it's the first time they tried something different tone wise, and I think it was better than a lot of movies. Purely just it wasn't like shouldn't have won an Oscar. I mean, well, it won it in hair and makeup, but it it's not the best movie ever. But it just feels better and it's just more fun.
Okay, we'll go with C.
Woo! Jared Leto Joker tier list coming soon. Maybe, probably not. Next movie.
Wonder Woman.
It definitely is up there for one of the best cinematic movies and one of the most quality. It felt forgettable years later in certain aspects.
I think I think up until the one battle with Ares a little bit, this movie has some of like the better writing of the franchise. I think.
Yeah, I agree. Despite I enjoyed some movies better, I think this is just quality wise, you have to give it credit. It definitely has to, at the very least, be B. I would say B or A.
I kind of want to lean more towards at least. I kind of want to lean more towards A for now.
Okay, but I think we may have to move some of these other movies down. It feels very weird to see certain things that close. But okay, Wonder Woman in A. Next movie, Justice League, the original.
Just look at the two pictures next to each other.
Yeah, Joss Whedon ruined that movie. Absolutely demolished it. Look at the big difference. Listen, it's night and day. You can tell he had some bias against certain people. You can just tell, like so much got cut. Cyborg was probably supposed to be the star of the movie.
And don't want to spoil anything, but he cut out some characters from the movie. He also added in that stupid unneeded thing with like the civilians being at the place Steppenwolf was, and like them having to be saved and stuff was just like that's so unneeded.
I always said the original Joss Whedon Justice League, as we should call it, is one of the worst superhero movies I've ever seen. But I'm comfortable with putting this one at enough for now. Next movie, Aquaman. Dun-dun-dun.
What's that?
I was pitching, a theme song for the second movie. I think Birdman, Aqua Birdman, for the second movie. I should just replace Mera. I more meant in like as like put my character in and take us out, but I'll do the role. Why not?
I don't know what to say, and that's just you talk.
This was a really good movie. So much good set work, even though yes, it's not real sets. It's obviously fake. They did a lot of work. Just look at what they had to do to make his hair in the water. I think this was a really good movie. I like it, despite one character should be cut for the sequel.
I have some mixed opinions on one or two aspects of the plot. I think they one or 2 points they jump from point A to point C, and they just expect the fans to keep up on it. I also think they kind of take their own liberty with the characters, and some of the other movies kind of have to go along with what they're doing with Aquaman and his backstory in this movie.
They definitely changed some things and didn't care about the other movies, but it was for the best. This movie had a better Aquaman backstory, in my opinion. B O A.
I'm fine with either. I'll let you decide. Overall, I think it was like just watching this movie compared to some of the other ones, you can see the quality.
I would say it's B writing, but the beauty of some of these scenes I think brings it up to an A. Next movie. Shazam. You guys can't see, but I just transformed. I wish we had a face cam, and that would have been really cool, huh, wait?
A little bit.
Okay, it's a pretty good movie. I feel like it's like Aquaman. It's kind of different than the other movies on this. Like Suicide Squad also is, because it felt like Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman are very similar, even more similar to Justice League than Suicide Squad is tone wise. And Shazam is also completely different than any other movie, so it's hard to rank it compared. But I think it was a pretty good movie.
I liked it. I liked that they didn't care. Like, if this was 2010, they would have held back on certain aspects. They were like, nah, we're gonna go with the whole Shazam family. I like the realism that they gave to him as a person when, like, his struggles with his, like, family, being adopted. I liked certain aspects. I think the backstories on some of the characters was, like, a good mirroring of the two at times, even though they're kind of different stories, but still.
I think the biggest flaw of the movie is it followed the trope of needing to get an equal as a villain a little bit power wise, and it felt like they just at the end when they threw in all of his friends with powers, it felt unneeded. I think it should be B. If it goes to C, I think we would have to move the other two down to a D. So
I'm fine with that.
which one?
Either.
Um, I feel like Shazam's a B. Next movie, Birds of Prey. So close. So many good concepts. They just ruined a lot of good characters, and they came close. I'm fine with Huntress being weird and awkward, but they didn't have to do anything to the end. The whole ending sequence of why they also teamed up was just dumb to me. They didn't have any motives. It didn't feel like they had to team up.
I would like the little bit better portrayal of Renee Montoya at times. She was like one of the characters I was kind of excited for actually, surprising going to this movie. No, a lot of people didn't care, but I was excited to see Renee Montoya. But I feel like with some of the things they picked for, she doesn't have much of a future in them. The not MCU, the DCEU.
I think the biggest problem with this movie is, first of all, you didn't need Harley Quinn for this movie. Second of all, it's not a movie where it gives you hope, and even when it's bad, it gives you hope for something better, or you can see in the future they could use these things better. The Birds of Prey team does not look good together, and it's not anyone's fault. The actors all did good, but they just don't feel connected. They don't feel like they have a good reason to team up, and I feel like it just doesn't give me excitement for the future. I don't even know if they're doing another one, so this movie may not even matter. I think it's an E.
I'm fine with that being an E. I think there's a lot of squandered potential. I think just it looked like two movies mashed together.
Next movie, Wonder Woman 84. So close. So many good concepts. They got good actors for the movie. They just messed up so many times. It was so close to being better than what it is. I think though it does not deserve as much hate as it did, purely because no one gave that much hate to Birds of Prey. It felt like Birds of Prey should have gotten a little bit more. I don't know. What do you think?
I think this one at least has more potential of what could come next than Boards of Prey did. Boards of Prey looks like it could just that's the end, like it doesn't really matter what comes next. I don't know. This one feels like there's at least I can see where the franchise is going, specifically the Wonder Woman parts of it. I think the Mandalorian did indeed hold up his end with being a pretty solid villain at times.
I think maybe D, just because it's better and by a significant margin, but still not good.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Next movie, The Suicide Squad reboot.
Sequel, technically.
Sequel reboot.
Wait, we can't rank this?
I was wondering how long it take. Okay, the Snyder Cut. It was good. I don't want to spoil much for anyone. It was good. I liked it. Quality, entertainment. Very nice. Very, very, very nice.
It had a lot of solid aspects to it. I will admit, though, there was some flaws. I think a lot of people are not willing to admit the flaws just because they're just hyped up on the Snyder Cut.
It wasn't perfect, but I think it was better than any of the other movies.
I think it's only bettered by the fact, though, we have all seen what the original Justice League was. We have seen these characters be portrayed better, like Wonder Woman and Aquaman, portrayed better in their separate movies than in the Justice League movie. I feel like that's what really helps it to be better, though.
I think this deserves an S tier.
I kind of don't want to give it an S tier, just on like, don't want to be that cringe fanboy.
Well, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be that cringe fanboy. I don't think the 4 hours made a big difference at all to me.
I hate how everyone's like, but it was 4 hours. It doesn't feel like 4 hours.
Yeah, we're not doing because we're fanboys. You know, quality's quality. At the end of the day, it was really good. And if it makes you feel better, just take this as a, out of DC movies. Not actual like, oh, where other movies were ranked. I don't know. I feel like though, at the end of the day, besides one or two minor changes, if we ranked other DC movies with this, I feel like we would keep pretty much the same type of thing. Maybe one or two moves. But do you want to move anything before kind of talk a little bit?
Nah, I think after seeing where Boards of Play and Wonder Woman 84 lie on the battlefield, I think I'm fine with letting things lay how they are.
Yeah, I think this is a good mix of our opinions combined. Maybe individually we would have changed a few things. I'm excited for the future of the DCEU if they just let what the fans want happen and not just focus on these dumb ideas that aren't gonna make them money because no one wants them. Yep, but I hope you guys enjoyed. We did. We love tier lists. We've been trying to shorten them up a bit to make sure you guys watch the whole thing because we rant about the dumbest things in the world. I've been Birdman.
I might have been a Raven. Where do you think the new Suicide Squad movie's gonna rank on this list?
I think it will be a B tier.
I hope so. At least a B.
It looks like it's gonna be good and entertaining. Maybe in the future we will update this, but who knows? Find out next time. But not directly next time. Find out maybe. Good night.